Sluts and tards, I think it's time to get back to what this channel was really made to do. And that's to react to Steve WILKOS. Now, if you are one of the 9 returning viewers to this channel, you know I love Steve WILKOS. And Steve WILKOS loves me. He doesn't know me, but he will. But before we watch it, remember to like, subscribe, comment, respond to all the comments. I am pretty high in this video. I ate 500 milligrams of edibles to watch AEW Dynamite, but I needed to record this video, so the timing is kind of in a weird spot, and we're just gonna go with it, okay? We're just gonna go with it. I mean, I did eat a shroom bar before I recorded the Sam the Taylor video, so this should be fine. This should be easy peasy. So remember to like, you don't need to comment on that. It's none of your business, honestly. Don't worry about what kind of demons I'm dealing with on this end of the camera. And all the greatest movies are the 5th installment, like Fast and Furious 5.
Brian takes a hard left, sending him flying up a ramp. In slow-mo, Dom looks up as Brian's upside-down car sails over his own. It's super sick! Brian looks back down at Dom. Their heads inches from each other. They crane their necks to steal an upside-down kiss, and Dom's tongue explores Brian's mouth.
In Shrek 5, so I'm hoping to give another hood classic.
This is a certified hood classic.
With Steve WILKOS, number 5. This is another classic way back WILKOS, pedophile camping outside. A classic conundrum we all find ourselves in every once in a while.
To the show, my guest is Jeffrey. Jeffrey, why are you here?
I'm here to get my girlfriend back. I've been with her for 4 months. She's back with her boyfriend now. Also, that I've been living in a tent next to her house to get her back because I'm in love with her so much. It's pitiful.
Nothing turns a girl on more than stalking her. Everybody knows this. And another thing girls really like are tents. If you do both of those things, if you stalk her and then you pop out on her with like a fancy tent, you might be on your way, dog. Bitches love a good teepee.
Okay, you're in love with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
You guys break up for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're living in a tent next to her house trying to get her back.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you were with this girl and you're in love with her. You break up, and why did you break up?
Because I'm a registered sex offender.
So she finds out
That-
that you're a child
Yeah.
molester. And she has children?
Yes,
How old is her child?
8 years old.
Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a romance. This is going to be a love story in a way. You know, a forbidden love between a registered sex offender and a married woman.
And so you never told her you're dating her? You never said, hey, by the way, I'm a...
No, I didn't. You know, she found out on her own that I was a registered
Well,
sex offender.
wouldn't you, as a decent human being, say, you know what, you got an 8-year-old daughter. I got a couple things in my past. I probably need to tell you this. And you never felt like you should tell her that?
I did thought about it. One time I did thought about telling her, but I was trying to wait till the right time to let her know.
When is the right time?
In the middle of lovemaking. And I'm talking the second you finish, that's when you tell her. Oh, I'm a registered sex offender. Do you have a cigarette and maybe a picture of your daughter?
I'm gonna say no. I couldn't.
You were with her for 4 months,
yeah,
right?
but sometimes I couldn't even.
Did you spend nights over at her house?
Yeah.
So you were sleeping in the house and the little girl was there?
Yes.
No right times there? Any times that you were spending the night, like drifting off to sleep, laying next to each other? Oh, by the way, I'm a convicted child molester.
Steve, sometimes it slips your mind that you're a registered sex offender. Like, you know, some people aren't always living in the past like you. Some people are growing Hulk Hogan mustaches. You know, sleeping outside their ex-girlfriend's house. Some people have bigger issues than you.
Yes. I could at that time, but
It just, you knew that if you said something, you're probably going to screw that deal up, right?
Probably, yes.
So you were saying, let her find out on her own.
Yeah.
At least you're honest about that. So how'd she find out?
How she found out? She went on a computer line and found out.
She ran your name on the internet trying to find out if you were a sex offender.
I reckon she just went on the line and just checked around. That's the only thing I know.
I feel like that might be something serious. If you can just like look up his like Google his name and that's the first thing that pops up. I don't know if that pops up for all registered sex offenders. I don't know if that's usually I would hope that it is.
Why would she take you back?
The guy that, or her husband that she's with now, he don't do nothing for her.
I think somebody's mad backstage. I think the husband's mad. I'm just guessing. The guy that does nothing for his wife is mad at the child molester on stage. He's coming out. Let him come out.
Stay there. No touching.
Hey! Usually when they run out here, they immediately attack. Like, you shouldn't even have held him back.
So you're married to his ex-girlfriend.
She's my wife.
She's your wife. Mm-hmm. How did she end up dating a child molester?
Well, Steve, it was supposed to be a black guy. I was looking for a bull, Steve. But I didn't want the bull to be a child molester.
She didn't know he was a child molester.
Well, how is she dating anyone if she's married to you?
We were separated. And then our little girl, she wanted us to get back together.
And so your wife puts him in the internet, finds out he's a child molester, and she says, I want you back.
Right.
And you get back, and what's happening now?
We're getting along real good.
Except he's living in a tent next to your house.
I know, that's crazy.
See, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, okay? This might be crazy Steve Wilkos hour. But if, like, some guy pitched a tent who's a convicted child molester next to my house, that tent is going up in flames.
Yeah, this guy's a massive pussy for not immediately burning that thing to the ground. Dude, you got a pedophile that's banging your wife outside your house and you're just like looking out the window, fucking Ned Flanders looking ass. Why I oughta. Like, get off my lawn shit? Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna ask both of you really terrifying dudes to get off my stage. And let's bring Regina.
I'd really like if Steve just like grabbed both their heads and knocked them together like coconuts.
Married for 23 years, right?
Yes, sir.
And something happens in your marriage that you
Yeah,
separate.
we've been separated for 3 years
3 years. And can I ask, why did you separate?
because we didn't get along and he wasn't man enough for me.
And you can tell she needs a man's man. She needs it rough and tumble. And that bitch looks rough and tumble. That's the only way to describe her.
For me.
So then you start dating Jeffrey.
Yes.
Was he man enough for you?
At first he was, but after I found out he was a sex offender.
Okay, but let me ask you. Before you found that out, Jeffrey was good to you?
Yes. He was.
You were enjoying the
He was so
relationship?
wonderful. He treated me and my daughter just fine, and we did everything like I wanted a family man be. But after I found out he was a pervert.
How did you find out that he was a sex offender?
My sister found out on the computer that he
Your
was.
sister found
yes.
out?
He told me he was set up by them girls doing that.
Oh, it was the girl's fault.
Yeah, he was telling me it was the girl's fault. He's been lying to me all these months, and I'm
And
fed up
when he
with
told you that story, did you stay with him?
it. No, I'm trying to break it off and making him leave me alone.
That's interesting because usually when the girl's dating a child molester, she believes that the girl, coerced him. So hats off to her for, this is a rare move in the Steve Wilkos universe. Usually they don't do this. Usually they buy that shit.
You're trying to break it off?
I've been doing it all these 3 months,
And now you're back with your husband now, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have Jeffrey in a tent living next door to you.
I can get me an order of protection on him, but he said that won't do no good, and I hate to go through a judge, and if it ain't gonna do no good.
You hate going through a judge.
Yeah, because Jeffrey is so possessed.
I got a
he's
child molester
obsessed.
living next to me. Oh.
That was a smart move by Jeffrey. She was like, hey, I'm going to get an order of protection again. It's not going to do you any good. Oh, Jeffrey, you win again.
So, Steve, I'm trying my best. I'm here trying my best to
Do you
get.
still love Jeffrey?
Yes, I do. But now I don't want him around me. 'Cause
But you still love him.
No, I don't love him anymore.
I just asked if you do love him.
I feel some feelings for him, but I do not want him around me because
Do
he's
you still love him?
No,
Tell me the truth.
I just got feelings for him.
Do you still love Jeffrey?
Yes. But I cannot be with him because he's a sex offender.
This rough and tumble broad's higher than me, or she drank some fucking truth serum, because what the fuck? I love Jeffrey. No, I don't love Jeffrey. I'm glad she does have that boundary. She's like, he's a sex offender. I can't be with him. Like, a lot of girls on this fucking show will be like, nah, I love him. He didn't do it.
Policeman, okay?
Yes, sir,
I was a
I know.
Chicago policeman for 12 years. And when we get called to a scene and somebody would say, hey, this is my house, I have a 7-year-old daughter, and there's a tent right here, and there's a child molester living in it, and he wants to be with me.
I've
And
been telling him that.
And even if he wasn't there, guess what? I'm taking a tent.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make any sense. Like, what cop is just gonna be like, yeah, it's fun that you're within fucking throwing distance of an 8-year-old. No, that's chill.
I want to bring Jeffrey out. Let's hear what he has to say.
You son of a bitch! I hate you!
I love you, baby, please.
You're not going to ever have me!
No, baby, please.
You will never have me! Because you're not going to have a chance to be with my daughter!
No, baby, I love you.
You're a sicko! Yes, you are a sicko! I hate you!
No, please, baby.
You're a creepy guy that has been twice convicted of molesting a child.
Twice convicted? Did he tell her he got set up twice? Hey, come on, dude. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. You know the saying. You know the saying, dude. I don't need to finish it.
This woman, she's made it plain and clear. She's back with her husband. She's saying, I don't want you around. She's saying, get the hell out of here.
And I want to confront my husband, too.
Well, you could have done that at home.
I need to let him know he needs to be a father and start protecting his daughter from freaks like him.
She thought she was about to get an applause for that. No, you crazy broad. What are you talking about? How did you bring both these losers into your life?
Are you going to pack up this tent and move on?
Yes, you are. Don't you say no, because you are.
No, I want to know.
Because you're going to go to jail when we get back.
Are you going to pack up that tent and leave, or are you not?
I have to.
No, I'm not asking you that. Are you going to? And I want an honest answer. If you're not going to, tell me. No, I love her. I want to be there. Or are you going to pack up? I just want to know. I'm not going to go there.
No.
You're not going to move?
No.
Okay.
Fucking leaving!
What is the mindset of a guy like this? I mean, he's a child molester, so, you know, he's definitely got a fucked up mind, but, like, I'm talking about guys who, like, stalk women like this. Like, she's very clear that she doesn't want anything to do with you, and, like, you're still gonna camp outside her house? Why? Does he not have a job? Did this nigga really just ask if a motherfucker living in a tent has a job? You fucking retarded?
You know, I really don't like you.
Sorry ass.
And, you know, and you are a child molester.
Freako.
And you're stalking an 8-year-old girl. And that pisses me off.
And you're gonna stop it. You're not gonna watch her on that bus no more. You're never gonna watch her coming off and on that bus again.
And like I said, I'm not going to go and pack up your tent. But Officer Mike McDermott, come on up here. And like I said, you're not supposed to be by a child because you're a child molester. And you shouldn't be watching any 8-year-old girl getting on a bus and following around town. You get my drift?
Yes.
So
You
this
won't
officer
never do
right
it
here,
again.
this officer right here is going to make sure and cooperate with the police department that you're from, and we're going to make sure that tent gets taken down and that you are far, far away from this area.
Steve just kissed him. And we'll make sure you're far, far away from him.
I'll move that tent. I don't want that problem.
You better move that tent and you better move it fast because tomorrow my officer and whatever officers in your town will be coming there to rip that tent down. Off my stage.
What a tragic way for this love story to end. She didn't even give him a chance. Came out there with the crazy, please, baby, please, baby. Love you, baby, please. Hey, but I guess that's just what her pussy does to you. That rough and tumble broad must have a real rough and tumble box. It gets mustache men like those two fucking fired up. Now, I hope you liked this video. If you did, there's 4 more. I mean, I'm not as high in those ones, but you should watch them. They're good. They're good. I trust you. Wait, I trust you? No, trust me. Trust me, they're good. Watch the videos, like this one, and subscribe, buddy.